Hello and welcome. My name is Kathy A, and today I am continuing in my series of Best of 2019 with the best of skincare, hair care, and personal other items that I used during the year that I just really love. So I think we're going to start off with a couple of the oddball things. The first thing is deodorant. This is native deodorant. It's in the coconut vanilla scent. This is an all-natural deodorant. It doesn't have the aluminum chlorhydrate that regular antiperspirant deodorants have. And most of these types of natural kind of deodorants, they feel wet. They never really dry down. But this one does. And this is a solid, which is really nice. And it comes in several different flavors. You can find it in Target and online. I think it's a great deodorant. No, it was an odd one to lead with. This is becoming a thing, actually. These are the apple cider vinegar gummies. And this is the NEXXUS, which is the company name. I think if you buy one, you get the second one at 50% off. These are gummies. They taste like berry, cherry kind of flavor. They're shaped like little teddy bears. It doesn't taste like apple cider vinegar, but you do get the benefits of apple cider vinegar, which are, they help with your immune system, they help with your energy, and they help with your weight loss. So somebody asked what they were for. They're very good for your digestive health. Now, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nurse, but I know that since I've been taking these, I feel great. And I have been using these, and I know that Goji is another brand. I'll have these linked below so you can get them. They're pretty cheap. I think you can get 2 jars of these for like 25 bucks. I take one every morning, and I think it's like getting your apple cider vinegar, but it's much more pleasant. Much more pleasant than taking a spoonful of apple cider vinegar or even putting it on your salad. This is a great way to do it. It's like having a little piece of candy in the morning. These are from the Dollar Tree, and they're kind of neat because when I'm putting makeup on, I have to dry like my primer before I put my foundation on. Or if you're spraying your setting spray, this is a great way to dry it off. I love these. These are just regular fans. There's a couple different designs. They're only $1 and they're from Dollar Tree, and I think that they're a great addition to the makeup stand. I have been using this service now for a few years. I really love them. They are called FREDA. And what I'm doing right now, I have a lot of my clothes that I'm sending to them to sell on my behalf, and I get like commission to sell the clothes. They'll give me credit towards purchase of their clothes. I think online thrift store, they have very, very high standards. The clothes can't smell. They have to have their zippers and buttons in place, no stains. Some of them are new with tags, but I just love the price points are like $4.99, $5.99, $6.99, very, very cheap. Even the designer clothes are really, really inexpensive, and I would say 90% of my clothes come from FREDA. And after the end of each season, I've just got all my fall clothes and early winter stuff going right to them. And then I just get all new stuff for the new upcoming season. And then I think after this order, I'll be doing my spring clothes. I love it. It keeps your wardrobe fresh, and it's very inexpensive, and I think it's really good. It helps the planet because by recycling clothing rather than throwing it out, you are saving a lot of power and water and all kinds of things that it takes to process the clothing. I mean, you can donate these locally to your local thrift store or whatever, and you'll feel good about that. That's fine. That's an option. This one, actually, they send you the bag. They pay for the shipping, and you just send it there, and then they'll tell you your dress sold or whatever. You get your $4 commission. And you can use it towards purchase of your own clothes. So I like it. It's a nice recycling system, and my wardrobe is always fresh and not stodgy at all. I always have really kind of interesting clothes. They also sell handbags and shoes. So it's really like you have to get over the fact that somebody else may have worn it before, and in a lot of cases people haven't. They've had them in their closets for years. They maybe wore it one time or not at all. Some of them with the tags on them. It's just really nice. It's really fun. And it's fun shopping on ThredUp because you can filter by your own sizes. You can even filter by the style. If you're looking at tops, maybe you just want to look at sweaters, and maybe you just want to look at tunics. Maybe you just want to look at coats. You can filter it by your size, even by color. You can say, I only want to look at white coats. I only want to look at black trousers. And it will filter for you. There are hundreds of thousands of pages of clothes. They have billions of items of clothing, and it takes probably about a week to get to you once you order through them. It's an online service. I do have a code that you can use to get $10 off your order, and I've been using this for a long time. When you use my code, I also get $10 off, so it's like win-win, and none of your clothes cost more. I mean, it's just all the same price. You might as well get some money off. So ThredUp is like all year long I've been using it, and I will continue to. I think skincare is something I really changed up my game this year a lot. Oh my gosh. Lip scrubs. I did use, this was from Wet n Wild. This came out with their Pac-Man collection, but what it really brought home to me was that lip scrubs really do make a difference in the quality and texture of your lips. I like this particular one from Wet n Wild because it has the scrubbing particles in it, but also it has some kind of an oil base so that it conditions your lips as well. But you can make your own lip scrub from honey and sugar, and you can just do a little bit of coconut oil in there. Just rub it into your lips, and then you rinse it off, pat dry, and your lips are ready to go. And I think exfoliating your lips, especially in winter, is a great idea. So yes, this is from Wet n Wild, but it's really just an inspiration. Also in primers, I have been using just the sample size of these, because if you use 100 points at Sephora, you can get one of these. This is the Bobbi Brown Face Base, and this is a very hydrating face primer. It works well under most makeups, and it's just so wonderfully hydrating. I have dry skin, and I've been working on my skincare, which I'll talk about. But it's really nice to have that extra layer of hydration, especially now in the winter time. So the Bobbi Brown Face Base, if you can get the 100-point Sephora one to try it out, you will love it. I have really dry feet, and I mean really bad, like almost like there's little spores. You know, they're so dry, so dry. The only thing that has helped me has been AQUAPHOR. This stuff is kind of an amazing thing. My husband has eczema. He's gonna kill me. He's gonna kill me. And he put some of this stuff on his legs, and it's healing his eczema on his legs. So I don't know what's in here. I think it might possibly be petroleum based. I'm not sure. Whatever's in here, it works really well if you have dry skin. I put it on my elbows, my knees, and my feet and heels, and it's just fabulous. I know they also have a lip balm. I'm not a lip balm person. I don't like wearing lip balms. They drive me nuts. So this is great. Absolutely. Totally recommend it. It has different formats. It comes in a jar, comes in a tube. It's a very thick, greasy looking thing. Comes out slow. But it's very healing, very protective. It does feel greasy, but I'm telling you, it works. If you've got some dry skin, this will take care of it. In the shower, I don't really fuss about what I use for a body wash in the shower because it's on your skin such a short amount of time. I really just want it to get me clean and not have too strong of a scent, and if it can help condition my skin, that's great, but I don't think it's on my skin long enough. This is the Dove Purely Pampering Shea Butter with warm vanilla. This is the body wash. Really, really nice with almond oil in it and vanilla. I really like this, and I use this every day in my shower. Now I use two types of moisturizers. I use the CERAVE Moisturizing Cream on my general body for after showers and on my tattoo and things like that, my arms, where I'm not using the AQUAPHOR, I will use the CERAVE, and I do like this one the best. I think this is a nice winter one in the jar. I think it's most economical. Now this one is the CERAVE PM Moisturizer. I use this as a mixer with my foundation, and I basically put 2 pumps of this, which is about maybe a little bit more than a dime size amount, and I put a few drops of my foundation drops in, and I mix it, and I have a tinted moisturizer, and I use this as the base. It works really well, and I would say maybe 6 to 8 hours before it breaks down, and I think it's great. It's really nice one. This one does not have the SPF in it. I do have SPF. So I have used 2 SPF products this year. In the summertime I was using the, this is the Botanical Australian Gold Mineral Lotion. This is the tinted 50 SPF, and I used it in the summertime. It was a really nice base for underneath the makeup. In the wintertime I am now using the COOLA, and this is the older version of the COOLA. They are now 40 SPF. This is the 30 SPF, but this is what I use in the winter time, and I do use an SPF in the winter. I drive a lot outside and the sun comes through the car. I want to show you a picture, and I've shown this before in the past, but I want to show it again because it really brings home what sun damage does to your skin when you don't even realize it. You're not purposely laying out in the sun getting a tan even. This guy drove a truck for like 25 years, and when he retired, his face, from the sun coming in on the window on this side of his face, this side was inside the truck, so generally didn't get as much damage, but the side that was facing outside the window, you can see that he didn't wear SPF or anything. You know, men back then, just like men were men, you know, and he just drove his truck everywhere, but the sun beating in on his face over that time lapse did this damage to his skin. So that should tell you that sun damage happens even when you're not purposely laying out in the sun or being out in the sun. Sun hits us from different ways, and in the winter time it's even reflecting off of the snow. So I do recommend you use an SPF underneath your makeup. I think that it's an extra step, and a lot of people are like, oh geez, you know, I just use a makeup that has, you know, 15 SPF or whatever. And it's good that you're using a makeup that has some SPF in it, but this is actually a better step to add this on first, and it really won't interfere with how your makeup goes on over the top. I know that that's a concern with some people because some SPF products have a lot of zinc and they have a lot of stuff in them, and it makes them shiny. So when you put your makeup over the top, you get this kind of white cast to your face, and that's no good. So these 2 products I do recommend, either the Australian Gold 50 or the COOLA, which the newer version of the COOLA is a 40 SPF, and they do have that at Sephora now, I noticed. So that's the SPF. For face washes, I have been trying a couple different things. I have had things sent to me, and I have had my standards that I use all the time. Now my standard that I use is the CERAVE Hydrating Facial Cleanser. This works great. There's absolutely no reason to change from this, but when people are offering to send me really fancy schmancy cleansers, I go for it. You know, I try it. And actually one of the ones that was sent to me I really like, and this is the FREDA, and this is the Coconut and Honey Aloe Cleanser. This smells like that pound cake I used to get when I lived in California. It was like a honey flavored pound cake. That's what it smells like. It's a really nice face wash. It's a gentle cleanser. It gets everything off that you want to get off, and there's just this softness to your skin afterwards. So it is really good. They did send this to me. I mean, a lot of people sent me skincare this year, but this is the only one that I would feel good about recommending. So I did link this below. I don't get commission or anything like that by talking about them, but it's just a very nice facial cleanser. It works well, it gets your makeup off, and it's just a pleasant thing. I actually alternate between my CeraVe and this. Really, really nice. Now, one of the things that I really changed up this year was I paid more attention to exfoliating my skin. As an older woman, my skin does not slough off that upper layer naturally on its own as well as it used to when I was younger. As you get older, a lot of those kinds of things don't happen as much as they did when you were younger. So I think it's a really good idea to have an exfoliant. And there's a lot of different types of exfoliators. There's some that are very harsh scrubs that have bits and pieces in them. And then there's other ones that are chemical peels. They have harsh chemicals in them. Or they have natural chemicals from fruit extracts and things like that. I've been using the MIZON apple peeling smoothie for a long time, and I've talked about this every single year. This is a great one. You put, what I do is I have kind of a damp face, and you put a dime size amount into your hands, and you put it on your face. You spread it around first, and then you just wait like maybe 20-30 seconds, and then you do circular motions, and you will find that it pulls up all that dead upper layer of skin right off. Now these run between $7 and $9 for a container. I have them linked below in they're in Amazon, so very easy to get. This is MIZON apple peeling apple smoothie peeling gel. I never get it right. This is my favorite. And this happened quite by accident. There's, I'm on several different Facebook groups about makeup, you know, what's up in makeup and makeup junkies and things like makeup YouTubers and old people over 50 and stuff like that. Somebody wrote in and asked a question on this Facebook group. What foundation should I get? Because I have dry skin and everything looks patchy and terrible on me. And then, you know, there was a list, the normal list of people listing, you know, foundations that they would recommend. And then one lady wrote in and said, you know, if you're finding that you're having trouble with a lot of foundations looking patchy on you, it's not the foundation, it's your skincare. And she recommended this SONIA ROSELLI water balm and exfoliator, and this is the SexApeel exfoliator. This has got a lot of fruit extracts. This is really good for exfoliating on your body as well because there is a spray nozzle to it. But to do your face, what I do is I block my eyes, I do a couple squirts here, and then I do a couple squirts here, and I wait a little bit, and then I do the same circular motions that I do with my MIZON apple smoothie peel. And this does an excellent job at removing that top layer of skin. Because you know, after every 28 days, your skin naturally sloughs off one layer of skin every 28 days. So this helps you get the rest of it off. And I like it because this was the bonus right here. This they sell them together as a set, and I think it's a wonderful thing because this was a game changer for me. This was the miracle product. This is my favorite skincare item of 2019 and probably 2020. This is called the Water Balm by Sonia Roselli. Now this is got Japanese bead technology. It is, I believe it's made in Korea. Sonia Roselli Water Balm. It's a company out of Alabama, I believe. I was really blown away. It was a makeup artist's secret, I guess. There's a lot of makeup artists that use this in their kit when they go away. They spray the people first, they exfoliate, and then they put an amount of this stuff on, the water balm. And about this much is good. A nickel size amount, they say. So I don't stick my fingers into the cream because I don't want to contaminate it, but I do use it, and I think it's just a wonderful thing. It is a toner, a serum, a day cream, a night cream, an eye cream, and also a makeup primer. Absolutely amazing. The second you put it on your skin, and what you do, you're supposed to tap it into your skin. Tap it. Tap it into your skin all around. I spread it first and then tap it. And your skin is so hydrated. You just wait like 20 minutes for it to all settle in, and then you can put your makeup on straight on. Or you can use your makeup primer if you wish, but it works in all of those capacities. This is the SONIA ROSELLI Water Balm and the SexApeel. They do sell them together as a set. I totally recommend this. This water balm has been a game changer for my skincare. I notice right away how my makeup is going on better, how my skin doesn't look as dry. It is just amazing. And what did I pay for this? $60. It's free shipping. It's $60, so they're basically $30 each. It is worth it, and if you want beautiful skin, it's going to last a while too. I know that this is going to last a long while, so absolutely great. Now, I was using the Manuka Honey eye cream, which was conditioning underneath my eyes, because I was getting a lot of fine lines under my eyes, which no matter what concealer I used, it was kind of showing up. So once I used the Manuka eye cream, it was doing well. But once I started using the water balm, I stopped using the Manuka eye cream, and this takes care of everything. So absolutely amazing product. Now, also from FREDA, they have this hyaluronic serum, and this is probably one of the best formats for hyaluronic acid that I've ever seen. I used this right again until the water balm. I was using this after my cleanser. This is the hyaluronic serum from FREDA. It is kind of a clear gel. It basically goes into your skin. It feels like a cool blast of water, and it absorbs almost immediately. It's just wonderful. This is a really terrific hyaluronic serum. So that is from the FREDA. I did use it in conjunction with their face wash, and I think it's just fabulous, absolutely fabulous. So I know I talked about this one when I did my high-end makeup review for 2019, but I want to bring it up again because it really was a special product. This is the CLARINS Instant Smooth Perfecting Touch. It is a spackling of sorts, I guess you could call it that. A spackling for your deep lines. It's just an amazing filler, and when you put it in your deep lines or cracks, or if you have a rough skin, I have a crack under my chin, I have a crack under here, I just put this stuff in. It really is, it works like spackling on a wall. It just makes your skin smooth. Absolutely beautiful. Now, I don't put it on my whole face, but I do put it in those cracks and dings and dents that I have. I have a lot of dings and dents around here, so I do use it, and I think it's worth the price tag. For Redness, this isn't really a makeup, and I wasn't sure how to categorize this because a lot of people have redness, and it is part of the conditioning before you put your makeup on. So this is the Bye Bye Redness from IT Cosmetics. It is like I think there's a couple shades of this. This is the beige shade, the light beige. It's a very neutral shade, so it will go over, it'll cover redness and discoloration, really good for rosacea and other things that plague our age group. Goes on, and then your makeup goes on over the top. Again, it works really well. It plays well with others as far as having your makeup work with it. I talked about this earlier in the year, and I just love this. Now, just for men, I don't have a beard, but I do have eyebrows, and they have stubborn little white and gray hairs in them, and I don't want to pluck them out because I will be bald. My eyebrows will be bald. So I have been using this, and what I do is I use a mixing tray, and I pour, there's 2 tubes that come with this. One's the developer and one is the color. So what I do is I just basically pour an equal amount of each, just a little bit. You don't need very much, just a little blop of each. I mix them together with a Q-tip. And I mix them together with a Q-tip, and then I apply it to my eyebrows I make sure to get it both ways. I swish it back and forth on my eyebrows, and then I wait like 7 minutes. And then I take a tissue and I pull it off that way. I take it off that way. I wet another tissue and take it off again. Then I wash my face completely. This stuff is so amazing. It gets all of the gray hair out of your eyebrows, and you can get whatever color you want. This particular color is blonde. It's a really nice one. So this comes in most of the basic shades, so depending on the color of your eyebrows, I use it maybe once every month or two. I don't use it all that often, so you can just close these tubes up and use them again next time. So it lasts for several applications. I would say at least a year's worth. If you're using it every month, at least a year's worth of applications. So, and this runs at what, about $6? So this is a great way to treat your eyebrows that have gray and white hairs in them without plucking them, because I hate plucked eyebrows, and I used to do it all the time in the 70s. I know a lot of us did, because it was very stylish back then to have very thin eyebrows, a little Greta Garbo thing. Once again, topic. I have two shades that I mix together. I have a blonde shade that's too yellow on its own, and I have a light brown shade that's too dark. So I mix the two of these together in a little bowl. And then I apply them with a little brush. You can use any kind of like a toothbrush, or you could even use your finger and tap them into your hairline. But Topic hair fibers, they just, if you have a shiny scalp after a shower, you just pour a little of these fibers straight from the jar, just tap them right in, and then swish them around with your finger, and your scalp disappears and it blends in with your hair. Because they are like fibers, they look like hair, and it's just amazing. So they have gray, they have, you know, browns, blacks, those colors. I'm just, you know, in between like an ash blonde and blonde. I'm not light enough to be the blonde, and I'm not dark enough to be the light brown, so I kind of mix them together. Well worth it. You don't need to get the applicator, because I just pour it straight from the container. And you can see it's just these little fibery looking things. Of course, on my hand it doesn't really show you what it's doing, does it? Now I'm just getting over bronchitis of all things, so that's why I've been putting off doing these best 2019 things. For shampoo and conditioner, I rotate that, so I'm not going to recommend any one particular shampoo, but I do like the BIOSILK, and the S is on here. I learned that from Tammy a long time ago. Tammy puts a big S in Magic Marker, permanent marker, on her shampoo. So when you have two bottles that look identical, you know which one is the shampoo when you don't have your glasses on in the shower. So it's a great little tip. But I do like the BIOSILK very much, and I like Living Proof, but I don't use any shampoo all the way through the year because you're supposed to change it up, I guess. Anyway, for a hair mask, I was using the Living Proof hair mask, and I do like this one. This is the Rose Oil and Peach from Hask. This is a beautiful hair mask. Your hair will be nice and shiny and healthy looking. I have very dry, color treated hair, and not in great shape. Now, to put the shine back into my hair, I've been using this for a while. This is my second bottle. This is an Anti-Breakage Serum, coconut milk. And what it is, it's just a clear, gooey liquid, looks like baby oil almost. I take that in my fingers and I just rub it through my hair. It does have a light coconut scent to it, but it's just beautiful. The oils coat your hair shafts, and it just makes your hair look beautiful, silky, shiny. Absolutely wonderful. Now, I usually wash my hair every other day, and on the day that I don't wash my hair, I do use this. This is the Manic Panic, and it's a very, very light, dry shampoo freshener, and it makes your hair feel wonderful. Now, if you work out during the middle of the day or something like that and you have to go back to work, this has a lovely scent, and when you zhuzh it into your hair, and then brush it through. It makes your hair fluffy and pretty, and I don't know how it does it. It's this tiny little jar of stuff. I don't know, it looks like cocaine. It's great. Hairspray. I have been using this all year. I'm almost out. This is the Control Maximum Finishing Mist from NEXXUS. I might have gotten this at like Burlington Coat Factory or TJ Maxx. I don't remember. Maybe even in Ulta. I don't know. But I love it. It's a really nice hairspray. I don't like Elnet because I can't stand the smell. And I've not yet found the Elnet that's scent free. I don't know where you can get that, but I haven't been able to find it. I didn't mention this in my favorites, but I'm going to. This is from Sephora, and this is a makeup holder. You can see it has a section on the top that is removable, that holds your lipsticks, and then it has 4 smaller compartments that hold your makeup, and then it has 3 larger compartments that hold your larger pieces, more prominent pieces. This top part has the lipstick squares. It also has a section in the front if you have larger pieces. I love this. It holds all my makeup except for my brushes and my palettes. But you know, I have a lot of makeup. You know, I'm a YouTuber, so. Last but not least, this is the Pandora wig in Moonlight Blonde, and it's from Uniwigs. Uniwigs was kind enough to send this to me. This is human hair wig. Once you go human hair, girls, you don't want to go back. This is just amazing. It falls naturally. It looks beautiful. When you wash it, you wash it in cold water with a little wig shampoo and a gentle shampoo, and then you let it air dry. It's just beautiful. It is a lace front. Now when I got it, the bangs were very long on it, so I cut them, and I think once I get this, you know, tamed, I'll have it all set. But it's just beautiful. It moves nicely. It feels good. I like the color. It's very natural. It is the Pandora style, and I will link this below. I love to wear wigs, and some of you are kind of vicious in the comments, and you go, you know, I thought you said you weren't going to wear wigs anymore. And it's like, I don't know. I hope you don't feel like I'm deceiving you when I'm wearing a wig, because I just feel a little more confident. I mean, like, I'm putting myself out to the world, and I might as well have nicer hair, because I don't always style my hair. I don't always have the opportunity to style it nicely. So I think with a wig, you always have a good hair day. Now, the option to my wigs, I have been wearing my hair pulled back and with this on the back, and I have like kind of an updo. So these are things that you can get. Paula Young is one of my favorite sources for wigs. That's a company out of Boston, Massachusetts. And they're very inexpensive. Some of the online wig companies, Uniwigs is good, but some of the other online wig companies, you don't know exactly what you're getting, because sometimes they'll show the same wig on different people and it's different prices. Uniwigs is pretty good about, you know, one price, one wig kind of a thing. But their wigs are high quality, you know, especially the lace tops, the ones that have, they're breathable, they have a lot of staying power, they last a long time, and it's quality hair. The human hair is a little different from using synthetic hair, in that synthetic hair kind of moves as one unit, and human hair moves individually like your real hair. So this feels more like your real hair, and you feel more natural in it. And yes, it is kind of, you know, bunched up at the top here, but you know, you put a hairband or something like that, people will not know that this isn't your own hair. So now I have a wig cap on underneath this to hold my own hair in, but I'm not ashamed. I think when you are presenting yourself to the world, this is how I want to look to the world. I want to look pulled together. I want my hair to look healthy. I want my makeup on. That's just what I choose to do. So Anyway, on that note, I think we've got everything done. Wow. I'd love to know what some of your skincare favorites are, what kind of skin you have. Is it oily, is it combo, is it dry, and what you've done that you really like. Of course, one of the big things is to hydrate yourself on the inside, because on the inside, if you're eating well and you're drinking lots of water, that's supposed to be one of the best things you can do. Get good night's sleep, those kinds of things. I do take multivitamins. I have a whole row of multivitamins, and of course my gummy apple cider vinegar teddy bears. So anyway, I hope all of you are having a wonderful week and have a beautiful day. Take care. Toodles.